Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, August 24th, and this is your watch list. We're taking a look here at the futures. Our Dow futures are sitting up about 55 points. The NASDAQ up just shy of 30. The Russell is up. The Europe is down just a little bit, not very much. But it is down just a little bit. We are continuing to deal with news out of Afghanistan, and now we're kind of pivoting back to the spending bill in the House. So kind of a lot going on there. We have the Jackson Hole Symposium coming up at the end of the week. We'll see if we get any more news about tapering or maybe some more specifics regarding tapering. We will watch for all of that. But as we go into the session, our futures are just a smidge red, but the SPY itself is actually up just a couple of points. So pretty flat there in the SPY. Bitcoin is down just a little bit here, not in a bad way. We've held that 40,000, and now yesterday we went through 50,000. We're sitting just below that here today. Not bad at all, but staying very strong. Maybe making a little bit of a flag here. We'll see what that looks like as the day goes along. And quick look here at gold. And why am I looking at gold? Well, you'll see here yesterday, look at this engulfing candle on the futures, right? That's a big candle. I did put on the study. If you see a purple candle, that's a bearish engulfing, and a yellow candle is a bullish engulfing candle. Potentially, depending on where it falls in the candle pattern, it can signal a trend change. So we'll pay a little bit more attention to those. But that is what gold is doing. And oil has been performing pretty well over the last couple of sessions. And we'll watch and see if that gets maybe changed the trend, so to speak, because you can see here, this is a pretty decent downtrend that we've been fighting, and looks like we're just trying to now maybe break that trend to the upside. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. Okay, let's hop on over here to a few charts. And yesterday we went through, and we didn't really have a lot on the list, but we definitely have a few, and I want to go ahead and take a look at those. PLTR, this is one we've actually been watching for a little bit here. Like the look in PLTR, and I'm actually setting it up for a trade today. And I am looking at the October, so pretty much all of our options now. Actually, everything on my list is October or November today. The only ones I would consider now trading shorter are if I'm playing just off of earnings. And we'll take a look at PanW here in just a little bit, which is Palo Alto. They reported, and they are gapping up nicely. But PLTR, we're looking at the October 15th in these. I like the 25s. And I know that those might come in the money because I do not want to get in until we're over 25. So I'm going to play those in the money. PLTR kind of struggled a little bit. This is my initial target, is to come up here and hit this trend line and then see if we can get through. Today, we're going to be really close to this little axis point where we come together. So watching PLTR 25 and see if we can break out of this this consolidation that we've had. We went through it down here, came up. There's a lot of volume sitting in here, a lot of buying and selling within this part of the chart right here at the 2450 area. So keeping an eye on PLTR. Open is one that came up. I've never traded this one, but this is a really nice move. So we had a bullish engulfing reversal candle, followed by 2 days of nice little buying. And look at the volume. It's not as high as it was a few sessions ago, but it's actually sitting pretty nice, over average volume, nice buying in this. We're up over the 50, plenty of room to the 200. Like the look in this. Again, I don't really know much about the chart. I can just look at it and say that this looks like a nice reversal headed in this chart, closing a gap. But I don't know a lot about the chart itself. I am looking at the November 18s on this, but this one I may revert to just buying some equity on it. All right. Oh, the dog's been on our list an awful lot these days, hasn't it? And love the look. Look at this. It's been holding this level. I know I cut through that wick on this, but pretty easy trend to see here. Looking for a move up above yesterday's high in Datadog. Beautiful bullish gap. Took a little rest, and now just waiting for the next move here. And in Datadog, I'm looking for the 10-15, October 15th, 135s. So TTD trades a little weird. Still trades weird. Even after it's split here, the options can get super spready. But if those start coming back together, I love this look here of the 3 working to pull itself up over the 8. We do have the 20, has a little bit of resistance there, but we clear out a bunch of volume resistance. So looking for a play to the 20, and then if we can push through there, hold strong, or maybe high end of day candle, hold it through the 20 to then continue on up here. And I like the 80s, the 10, 15, 80s in that. New. Oh, I just sent someone a text. Nucor, we've watched the basic materials, so AA, Nucor, STLD, X, all of these stocks doing overall really well. The trend is definitely up. We've taken some little breaks. Love the look in Nucor here. Their options are pretty decent. We came back, brought the 3 to the 8. Yesterday we started to push away a little bit. We peeked in on this a few times yesterday, looking for more conviction where our selling outweighs the our buying outweighs the selling just a little bit more here in Nucor. I am watching the 125s, October 125s. Costco, look at this. I don't love the downside close yesterday, but I love the inside candle look here. We have been just cruising along in Costco, and this is a nice little setup to play the break of yesterday's high. Watching the 470s in Costco, the October 470s in Costco. I mentioned PAN-W. This one had earnings and will be gapping up very nicely. This, when they gap up like this, I tend to stay away from a swing trade on it. I don't really see a lot of options, but this is a nice chart if you do have the ability to play some equity on it on an opening range breakout. It's sitting at 415.50 this morning. It closed yesterday at what was it? 372.57 was the close yesterday. That is a big gap up, so we'll definitely keep an eye on that. And you can always play some others in the sector. And we are going to take a look at net. Net's doing well. Beautiful 3-8-20 cross. Love the look in net. I know some other services had kind of called this out. Now, options wise, don't love a ton of the options until we go out to November. So I would play the November 135s in this. Nice continuation, and looking now for the breakout of this candle. We're moving up already this morning, so I'm looking for a move above 125.85 in net. We talked about Square yesterday. Nice gap up. 3-8-20 at a nice little point there, looking for continuation on Square. And I like the 280s, the October 280s in that one. Lowe's was an earnings winner. Yesterday took a little bit of a break. Like this morning, we're coming right back in, showing a little bit of strength here in Lowe's. Now, it doesn't do like a lot pre-market, so it's not based off of a ton of action here, but in pre-market, it looks like we're coming in right where we closed yesterday and pushing green a little bit. So we had 3 really big green days, took just a little bit of a break here. Totally normal. That's what I would expect after running up a big hill. I like the 207.50s, but watch those. Be a little bit, wait a minute, no, that's not right. The 210s. No, yeah, sorry, 210s. Look at the 210s out there in October for Lowe's. But watch to make sure you get that follow through. We might get a nice little bump right at first, and then it kind of fall off as it takes a little bit more of a pause, or starts to channel just a little bit up here. We don't want to be holding options when that happens. Yesterday we saw PFE get approval. This morning, keep an eye on mRNA, NVAX. And BNTX, I know Don's been playing these really well in the room. BNTX used that level that we drew in beautifully. It's holding the gap and continuing on here just a little bit this morning. Can't not mention this one. I would say the name, but I'm not allowed to because that's what we do in the room. We just call it the no name. And beautiful move, 3820 cross. Looking to continue. Watch that trend line just up ahead. And then lastly, but not leastly, Apple over 150. I will be looking for Apple over 150. All right, if you have any questions, please reach out. Heather C. at givingtreetrading.com. I hope to trade with you soon.